Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to be talking about affirmation. This is a topic that is so near and dear to my heart because it's something that God is walking me through currently, and I'm kind of learning what it looks like to really be affirmed from Him. So I thought it'd be really cool to encourage y'all with things I've learned so far and with what He's teaching me. So yeah, let's dive right in. So affirmation is a basic human need, right? So think back to when you were a little kid and you just drew this like the greatest painting in the world, right? And you take it to whether it be your teacher or your parents or your grandparents or your aunt or uncle, whoever the adult was that you really respected and you really loved and cared for, you would go straight to them, right? For them to tell you like, oh, I'm so proud of you, like, oh, that's great. And they'd give you like a little mini applause, right? Like when we're kids, that's what we just want, we desire, we seek that. And as I'm in this season of adulting and growing, because I definitely would not consider myself an adult yet, I've learned that adults are just bigger versions of kids, right? Like we still need to be affirmed, we still need to be told that what we're doing is good and that we're on the right track. But the difference is that we seek it from different places. We seek it from whether it be our jobs or school, especially for us college kids. We're obsessed with like doing perfect in our classes, from our friends, relationships, whatever it is, we are trying to seek affirmation from those places. But the problem is that because those things were never meant to really satisfy us, they were never meant to really feed our souls, we always end up coming up short. And that's kind of where I fell a few weeks back. I was just feeling so down. I did not feel affirmed in any area of my life. I was like, does anyone see what I'm doing? Like, someone affirm me, And like, I felt really sad about it. And so I finally opened up to my best friend and I was like, just telling her about how I just didn't feel affirmed and I just didn't know if I was like doing the right thing. And she had kind of told me, she's like, hey, allow God in this season to be the one that affirms you. Right? Because like when we get older and we have, like our kids and our husbands and our families and dream job and XYZ, those are not going to be the things that affirm us, right? And like the problem comes from when we expect them to be. I can't tell you how many moms I've seen that they put their everything into their kids, and while it's beautiful to nurture and to grow and to take care of your kids, they were never meant to fill that void, to fill that spot of where you get affirmed and feel like your purpose is from. Right? That comes from God. And same thing with when you're trying to seek that from your boyfriend or your husband. He is not meant to be the primary one that affirms you. You're going to feel unsatisfied and you're going to feel down. And it was really beautiful because she showed me this song called Proud by Influence Music, and I recommend y'all checking it out because that was kind of like my theme song for the week. And it's so beautiful because it's just like this metaphor of like God just being a loving father that is so proud of us as children, not because of anything that we've done, but simply because of who we are and because He calls us His. Right? And so that song just really touched me. And later on that night, I was talking to God about it, and He was like, yeah, Deborah, allow me to be the one that affirms you. He's like, give me a chance this week to show you something every day that is so special and so unique to you and how I crafted you, just to show you that I see you and that I am so proud of you. And it was so great because He did. And He doesn't have to, right? The cross should be enough affirmation of His love for us. The cross should be the only affirmation that we need, but because we're humans and we're relational, which is beautiful because that's how God made us, we still need just those kind of reminders every day. And so literally every day He brought me something so special and so unique to how He made me, that just really reminded me that like, hey, He's proud of me. And I just felt so affirmed in Him. And I felt kind of like the Israelites, when they were journeying through the wilderness to the promised land, and God would give them literally their daily bread by giving them manna from heaven. And I felt like that, like He'd give me my daily little like affirmation nuggets just to show me that He cared for me and to really sustain me in the season that I'm in. And it was beautiful. And I thought of kind of like a cool visual as to why when we try to seek affirmation from things other than God, it doesn't really work, right? And so let's pretend like it's a really hot day and you're just really thirsty, and you have two options of things to drink from, right? You have your beautiful bougie soda that look at those bubbles, y'all. Look at the bubbles. Wow, that looks incredible. This nice tasty soda. And then you have your water, which just looks kind of like boring, and it's just kind of like there, and I mean, I guess it's reliable or whatever. Honestly, I would pick the soda first, right? But the thing with picking the soda is that it doesn't satisfy you, right? Like, there's so much junk in this that you just end up getting thirsty. It makes you more thirsty, right? Like, it's counterproductive. Whereas if you choose to drink the water, this is cool and it's sustaining and it's constant. And what does Jesus tell us in John chapter 4, right? He is our living water, right? Like, our soul thirsts for something, and that something is him. And so when we're struggling to feel affirmed, we need to go to our everlasting water, Jesus. We need to go to him and allow him to fill us up and allow him to affirm us. Because then when we're so full of being affirmed from him, we can pour out to the people around us, and we can love on them, and we can be examples of God and Jesus to those around us. But if we're just so full of junk, we're going to be pouring out junk, and we're going to feel really insecure and down all the time and just have no energy. But if we're pouring out water, the constant water that Jesus is giving us, and we're drinking that in, and we're taking it in, we're growing and being nurtured, then we'll be able to help other people in that. So to kind of wrap this up, my challenge for y'all, if you're feeling just not affirmed and you're just feeling just down and just insecure, go straight to God. Ask him to show you something every day that will affirm you and that will satisfy you. And he will. He doesn't underdeliver. He loves us so much. And just know that he's proud of you, and he loves you, and nothing that you ever could do could take away from his love for you, right? Literally nothing. And nothing that you ever could do could add to it, because it's not something that you can earn. So yeah, allow God to affirm you. I love you guys. Have an awesome rest of, just have an awesome time until my next video.